Most players in Pathfinder 2nd Edition ignore recall knowledge, and it quietly costs them entire rounds of efficiency. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly when to use recall knowledge, what information it actually gives you, and how to turn it into a real tactical advantage that wins fights. When you take recall knowledge, you're not rolling to see whether you remember some random lore, you're doing it to get one of three things. First, defenses. This includes resistances, weaknesses, immunities, and sometimes whether a creature cares about things like precision damage or crit specialization. Learning this early prevents wasted actions and wasted spell slots. Second, offensive abilities. Stuff like breath attacks, big reactions, persistent damage to riders, special grabs, anything the creature can do that might disrupt your plans. Third, behavior. You can learn how the creature fights, whether it tries to escape, who it prioritizes, whether it attacks low AC, and how it reacts to certain triggers. All of this is useful tactical information, not trivia. The number one mistake players make is using recall knowledge after wasted actions. If you've already struck into resistance, you're playing from behind. Here are moments when recall knowledge is a strong choice. New creature, roll immediately. You're going first, or your ally's first hit feels off. If the damage is suspiciously low, or the creature looks unfazed, recall knowledge right away. Weird looking creature anatomy, floating, too many limbs, translucent ooze-like creature. These are huge flags to check before committing to spells or big actions. You're a caster or support. Your action economy is vastly better when you know what to target, what to avoid, and which spells will actually matter. You're not first in initiative. If an ally already tried something, you can use their hit or miss to supplement what you learn. A lot of people avoid using recall knowledge because they think the GM won't give meaningful information. But here's how it normally works. On a success, you get a key detail, a resistance, a weakness, a major ability, or a behavior clue. On a critical success, you get two pieces of information or a very specific detail, like exact weaknesses, explicit reactions, or knowledge immunities. On a failure, you get something vague or slightly misleading, but even that's useful because tone matters. A GM saying, "You think fire might not be great," is a hint. On a critical failure, you may get incorrect assumptions, but again, that usually signals caution. The important thing to understand is this: any information changes how you play. Even a hint can save a spell slot or prevent a wasted action. Also, you could just ask your GM a question. Hey, is this part of what it does? Hey, does it have this weakness? Hey, can you give me any useful information on it? This is definitely one of those actions where, as the GM, you have a lot of authority into what sort of information you can provide. I usually do it to help my players. I'm sure most of you do too. Your recall knowledge action is only as good as the skill you match it with. Don't forget, if you have any relative lore skills are some of the best ways to recall knowledge in the entire system. Okay, so you've got some information. How do you use it? What are you going to do with it? Did you learn a resistance? Stop wasting actions. Switch weapons. Use a different spell. Or apply control actions like trip or grapple. Resistances don't stop tactical choices. Did you learn a weakness? That can swing the fight by 10 to 40 extra damage per round if the party pivots. A weakness to fire, for example, makes even lower level spells hit harder. Did you learn about a reaction? Now the party can play around it. No one triggers the attack of opportunity, no one steps into the line of fire, you prevent massive damage just by simply not activating the creature's trigger. Maybe you learned a targeting behavior. If the creature goes after your lowest AC party member, now you know who to shield, who needs warding, and who should avoid giving it easy hits. Did you learn a movement pattern? You can position better. Recall knowledge tells you whether to bottleneck, kite, or rush. Did you learn what kind of saves were important? Suddenly spellcasters know exactly what to target, how low their will save is, if they're susceptible to fear. There's definitely situations where it's not worth it to use recall knowledge. You don't want to use it when the enemy's almost already defeated, or you've already identified key weaknesses or advantages. Definitely keep it in mind as something to do early rather than later. That's recall knowledge, not trivia, not fluff, but a high value action that can turn a dangerous encounter into a manageable, enjoyable fight. Use it early, use it smart, and let your brain do more work than your blade. If you want me to cover aid or seek next, let me know. Thanks for watching. I got a couple other videos here that you should definitely check out if you like this one. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you later.